My name is Steve Ward and I'm going to present our PLC and HMI SCADA portfolio. Our PLC and HMI SCADA portfolio is based on two well-known brand names, PACSystems and Movicon. With these brand names and several other sub-brand names, we offer a complete high-performance control and high-reliability computing solution with a line of control solutions with scalability from a single machine all the way up to plant-wide and enterprise environments. Our portfolio covers software, including operator interfaces, HMI SCADA, edge and industrial Internet of Things analytics, control and programming software, industrial PCs, and IIoT connectivity. At the control layer, we have a range of PLCs covering from micro through compact up to large PLCs, including redundancy, and we also support machine and process safety. To communicate with plant-based devices, we have rack-based I/O, we have distributed slice I/O, and we have servo motion and VFD controls. And to provide power, we have power supplies, and to link everything, we also have a range of Ethernet switches. Let's take a deeper dive into our controllers and CPUs. For small applications, we have our Micro PLC, which is expandable up to 176 I/O. We have a wide variety of I/O, including discrete with ESCP and relay outputs, including analog with RTD and thermocouple inputs, as well as a range of standard discrete and analog I/O. These units start off as modular units with a base unit that's expandable, and we cover lots of important features for users and OEMs, including excellent diagnostics, high performance, powerful features with large memory, modular communications, and easy capabilities for backup and restore of applications. A selling point for us is family commonality. With our PAC Machine Edition software, we have the same programming and configuration software, the same diagnostics tools, and the same communications protocols across the entire range. Moving up for more powerful and slightly larger applications, we have our compact CPUs. These compact CPUs comprise multiple modules performing as a single unit, including the CPUs themselves, communications, I/O, and motion modules, all communicating over a high-speed backplane. With modularity, you can expand from just a handful of I/O up to very large systems covering a complete machine or cell. The CPUs themselves have a very compact footprint, and with these modern designs, we're doing away with batteries by using MRAM, which gives us non-volatile storage without needing any additional components. We have very good online repair with diagnostics and the ability to replace modules without powering down the system. These units are particularly rugged with -40 to +70 degrees C temperature rating and ATEX Zone 2 support. We have very good cybersecurity with Achilles and IEC 62443 certification. The units themselves support simple backup and restore of applications and a wide range of I/O, including local RSTi-EP I/O, as well as distributed I/O using Profinet with a built-in Profinet controller and network switch. Through integration into larger applications using DCS, we support module type package, and we also support HART pass-through into AMS. We support a variety of open communications included with the controller with no extra licenses required, including OPCUA and Modbus TCP. With these units, we also add on the additional capability to be able to store documentation in the controller. When an engineer arrives on site, you can simply upload from the CPU and you get the latest program version along with nicknames, comments, and even additional documentation such as Word or PDF files. All of these features helped us win the Control Engineering Product of the Year Gold Award in 2023. For high performance applications, we have our PACSystems RX3i. This is a rack-based controller with I/O and supports multiple modules communicating as one over a high-speed PCI-based backplane. Because this is rack-based, we have multiple rack sizes to support multiple application types, and also there are over 100 I/O and communication module options, including Profinet I/O, as well as local I/O, including high-density I/O and advanced diagnostics, even down to the I/O wire level. Again, we have the same family commonality with common programming and configuration, the same protocols, the same diagnostics, and the facility to use the same I/O across the range. Diagnostics are excellent, with the ability to easily diagnose disturbances and repair without impacting the system operation. We have the same advanced cybersecurity, the same capabilities for documentation in the controller, the same capabilities for DCS integration, and with PACSystems RSTi, we add options for high availability. We have options for redundant power supplies, redundant CPUs, redundant communications, and redundant I/O to provide solutions for critical applications which need to operate 24/7 without disturbance. That's not just about product failures, it's also about being able to maintain the system online as well, including performing firmware updates for cybersecurity enhancements or feature enhancements, as well as being able to update the application online as well. The RSTi also forms the basis for modernization of legacy Series 90 PLCs. Since the GE and GE Fanuc days, we've sold over 500,000 Series 90 PLCs, and those legacy PLCs can easily be modernized to PACSystems RSTi by replacing the rack, power supply and CPU, but you can keep the existing application, I/O and wiring for very low risk and minimal time in performing upgrades. Modern control systems tend to be more distributed than the previous monolithic rack-based systems, and for this reason we've introduced a PACSystems Edge controller. Instead of being a modular system with a rack-based system, we have a single powerful device that comprises of a CPU that can perform control, communications and analytics. The way this works is, using modern multi-core CPUs, we can run a hypervisor that takes the multiple CPU cores and turns them into individual processing nodes. We have a quad-core CPU and we have 2 cores to perform the normal IEC 61131 Part 3 programming languages. And then with another 2 cores, we run a Linux engine, and on top of that, we have our package, open source and Movicon software stack for IIoT and analytics. Otherwise, this is very similar to other CPUs across our range. We have the same online repair capabilities with very good diagnostics. We have that same family commonality. We have excellent cybersecurity. We have the documentation in the controller. We have the high availability options. And in this case, there's no local I/O, but we can easily integrate remote I/O using Profinet, as well as support integration into DCS with MTP and HART pass-through. Let's take a look at our I/O offerings. Our I/O portfolio is based on Profinet. Profinet is a high-performance, easy-to-use network protocol based on standard Ethernet, and by using Profinet, we can combine multiple I/O types to enable users to choose the best possible solution in terms of cost and performance to meet the needs of the application. This allows us to have reduced footprints with the right-sized I/O for the right job, improved availability including options for hot swap and network and system redundancy with conformal coating, improved visibility with the right level of diagnostics, and all of this drives improved return on investment by reducing component costs, installation time and commissioning time, all of which help maximize the overall return on investment. Let's go through some of these I/O types in more detail. PACSystems rack-based RSTi I/O may be used with an RSTi CPU or as a remote Profinet node using a Profinet scanner. We can also support other protocols as well, including capability for Modbus TCP and possibly Profibus or other network types. In this case, with Profinet, we use a Profinet scanner communicating over the high-speed backplane, and all of the I/O modules and other modules are the same as they are for the standard RSTi CPU offer. So again, we get a lot of the same family commonality we're used to already with the CPU range. Same programming configuration software, same protocols, same diagnostics, and of course in this case the same I/O modules. The same online repair options with diagnostics and ability to repair without affecting system operation. In terms of I/O, we can also add some process capability with analog diagnostics and isolated I/O, including heart pass-through. We have options for high availability with redundant power supplies, redundant communications, and even redundant I/O modules themselves. We have a sequence of event recording option built into the firmware to allow time stamping of discrete signals down to 1 millisecond. And with the range of modules, we have now a choice of 1 or 2 racks, or 7 or 12 or 16 slot racks, and again, the same 100 I/O and communication module options we had before. Options for I/O include high definition, isolated I/O, advanced diagnostics, and including heart with heart pass-through, and all based on Profinet using 1 gigabit networks. For critical applications, we also support advanced discrete diagnostics, including diagnostics down to the individual wire or device. And we also support gateway options, such as gateway from Profinet to Modbus to support legacy Modbus RTU with RS232, 422 and 485 type networks. For more compact and discrete applications, we have the PACSystems RSTi-EP Compact Slice I/O. This is very compact, using slices of I/O with 4, 8 or 16 channels, and those modules are only 11.5 millimeters wide. Depending on the choice of network adapter in use, we have a web server to allow simple configuration and diagnostics and firmware updates, but for some of our protocols that isn't required, although it's still available for diagnostics if needed. Network adapters themselves include Profinet. We also have Profibus, Modbus and Ethernet IP as options, allowing this I/O to be used inside other systems beyond the use of standard Emerson controllers. There's a wide choice of modules with up to 64 modules per node, and with these modules we have very good diagnostics and maintenance capabilities with color-coded hot swap I/O modules, LED status on the modules themselves. These modules use spring-style connectors for easy installation. We have, with the network adapters, we have dual RJ45 connectors. This allows us to support ring-type networks and extended networks by daisy chaining from one device to the next without needing additional network devices. We have very good ruggedness. These support -20 to 60 degrees C operation with ATEX Zone 2 conformance. And we also simplify the wiring with built-in 10 amp power supplies with independent input and output power rails through the network adapter. This reduces the overall wiring required and also reduces crosstalk and noise between channels. With RSTi-EP, we also have an integrated machine safety relay module, TUV certified to SIL 3 or performance level E, with a safe state reaction time down to as little as 20 milliseconds, with support for cascading for advanced applications. PAC8000 Process I/O is our flagship I/O for advanced applications, supporting both Profinet and Modbus TCP network adapters. With PAC8000 I/O, again, we have a wide range of I/O, including hot swap and lots of capabilities for improving return on investment with module labels and various options for wiring capabilities. We have analog diagnostics and isolation options. And the key differentiator for PAC8000 I/O is it's extremely rugged. We support -40 to +70 degrees C operation with ATEX Zone 2, very high levels of shock and vibration, and all of the PAC8000 I/O modules are G3 corrosive resistant with conformal coating as standard. As well as running in ATEX Zone 2 areas, some modules have built-in intrinsically safe barriers, which allows us to control I/O in a Zone 1 area without needing additional wiring or additional terminations or intrinsically safe barriers external to the system. Let me introduce our PAC software that's used for programming and for configuration management. PAC Machine Edition is our single toolchain covering the entire PACSystems automation portfolio, including programming, configuration, diagnostics and documentation, all in a single package. It's a fully integrated development system that includes not just a PLC control, but can also be used to configure operator interface HMI panels. We also have tools for configuring the controller, the HMIs, as well as variable frequency drives, servo drives, Profinet industrial switches, and including remote I/O and the I/O link devices. Control logic programming is supported using IEC 61131 Part 3 languages, including structured text, relay ladder diagrams, and function block diagrams. We also have native C block support, allowing high-speed routines to run directly on the hardware, compiled from a standard compiler, and allowing very high performance, as well as protecting intellectual property. For process applications, we have over 140 function blocks for demanding applications and supporting process functions. PAC Machine Edition also supports object-oriented reusability with the facility to create user-defined data types as well as user-defined function blocks, and a tool chest to allow storage of elements and reuse across multiple projects. Diagnostics includes online logic evaluation status. It includes tooltips on structured text to see current values. It includes being able to have data watches for values, as well as being able to view register tables. And we also have fault tables to control and support diagnostics in the CPU and for the I/O. And there's even a built-in trending tool as well. For users that want to manage many systems, we have PAC Change Management. PAC Change Management is a version control software designed for PLC and HMI SCADA projects, but it also handles related documentation such as Word, AutoCAD, Excel, and so on. It acts as a central repository for all the project documents and configurations, and provides secure access as well as audit trails based on role-based access. The administrator can control who can check out projects, and with those projects what they can do. And with that, you can find out who last accessed the project, as well as what was changed. This allows the evolution of a project to be tracked over time by working out who did what, and it also controls access in the first place by restricting access to unauthorized users. Collaboration on projects is supported, and particularly eliminating users inadvertently overwriting changes by other users is easily implemented using PAC Change Management. PAC Change Management can also be automated to support repetitive tasks such as backups, and we also support e-signatures for use in validated environments. PAC Machine Edition is integrated directly into PAC Change Management by opening projects directly from the PAC Change Management and the PAC Machine Edition Navigator to be able to connect directly to the server without needing any additional client software. Let's move on to HMI SCADA with our Movicon software. Movicon is a flexible, scalable automation and industrial Internet of Things platforms that can be used for HMI SCADA as well as for smaller data collection type applications and IIoT projects. This was another one of our Product of the Year awards from Control Engineering in 2023, and again we won a Gold Award for this software. Movicon provides a scalable modular platform for many types of HMI and SCADA projects, ranging from an OPCUA protocol gateway to being able to store data retrieved from various PLCs. We have the option for Web HMI with a web-based visualization add-on. And then we have the full Movicon Next, which is a Windows-based HMI SCADA that leverages the Windows Presentation Framework graphics for very high graphics quality. As options, we do have web clients and mobile support. We have options for augmented reality for a more immersive experience. And we also have add-ons with ProLean and ProEnergy, which support lean manufacturing and overall equipment effectiveness or OEE, as well as energy monitoring and control systems. Simply put, Movicon is the industry's most innovative and flexible software platform for IIoT and HMI projects, for SCADA systems, for plant analytics and edge computing solutions. The basic functions include data collection, operator supervision and control, and management reporting. Movicon has been recently rewritten using Windows and Microsoft .NET technologies based on an OPCUA framework, but with the overall Movicon system, we have 30 years market presence and over 150,000 nodes installed worldwide. So we're leveraging both modern technology as well as having a long heritage of installed applications across multiple vertical industries and multiple regions. A key feature of Movicon is best-in-class graphics. We have a very good graphics engine based on the Windows presentation framework, allowing us to support gradient shading, multiple animation types. We have built-in scripting on the screens. We can support isometric graphics. We can support 3D graphics, and we can even support mapping onto Bing or Open Maps or other maps using our GeoSCADA option. The graphics are truly excellent and provide a very immersive user experience which minimizes objections from operators and simplifies training, as well as reducing mistakes during the maintenance and operation of equipment. Behind the scenes, we have a client-server architecture with scalability from 50 to 1 million I/O tags and from 1 to 1,000 users. For connectivity, we have collection of data and the ability to function as a machine-to-machine IIoT gateway. And with our driver set, we have the capability to interface to multiple PLCs. We support OPCUA and Modbus TCP as standard. And then we have a range of automation drivers for multiple PLCs, including Emerson's. We have a range of telemetry drivers. We have building automation drivers. And we have some IoT drivers to expand the range, as well as being able to extend the driver set according to customer demand. Movicon can act as a plant level HMI with supervision and control of machines and plant, again by collecting, control, displaying and supporting the analysis of data. As a management level SCADA, Movicon can integrate information from multiple systems, supporting maintenance, analysis and high-level notifications. And with the ProLean and ProEnergy options, we can support energy and efficiency analysis. Database logging support is included, and unusually for HMI SCADA, we also have a built-in reporting tool, meaning that the vast majority of functions can be performed directly inside Movicon without having to go out to third-party applications. As well as operating as an on-prem or local system, we also support remote access with web and mobile clients, and we also have an alarm dispatcher option, allowing us to send alarm information by SMS or email or voice over IP or using instant messengers for users which maybe aren't located near a terminal but still need to be notified of events. Now, Movicon is software, but many users also want the hardware in order to be able to run Movicon. So we do have a range of industrial PCs and panel PCs that can be used to run Movicon software, but can also run other software as well using standard Windows operating systems, as well as support for Linux. Emerson's IPCs and Panel PCs offer a powerful, expandable and reliable solution for industrial edge computers and displays for any environment. We support high-performance computing for analytics at the edge to allow enhanced real-time control. And with our designs, we have patented thermal monitoring technology, which gives very sophisticated passive cooling, both for high reliability, but also, uniquely for us, to support full performance even at maximum temperatures. Many IPCs and commercial computers have to slow down when they reach high temperatures, but with our designs, they can continue to run at full performance all the way up to the maximum rated temperature. This enhances productivity and lowers the total cost of ownership. The range includes a micro-industrial PC, which is ARM-based. We have the RSTi-EP or low-profile industrial PC for running more powerful applications. The sweet spot right now is the RSTi-BP or BoxEye PC. This is based on AMD Ryzen CPUs, which offer very high performance, but running in a low-powered environment to continue us to allow full passive cooling with no fans required. RSTi-BP computers provide similar performance to a modern desktop environment, but are far more reliable and easier to mount inside your panel. For users requiring a bit more performance or expandability, including the option to support RAID drives, we have the RSTi-UP or Ultimate Performance Industrial PCs. For users that need panels, we have a range of panel PCs using a very innovative approach that I'll talk about on the next slide. Emerson's display portfolio uses a modular display approach. We have common screens for panel PCs and also to support web panels and industrial monitors. This product was awarded Product of the Year Silver Award by Plant Engineering in 2019 and adds to the innovative and solutions we have with lots of awards by the trade press, all voted for by the public and by our users and other people in the industry. With our modular display portfolio, we have a range of different screens, starting from 7-inch and going up to 24-inch, including options for outdoor sunlight readable displays at the smaller sizes. An integrated light sensor allows the screen brightness to be auto-adjusted to the environment, and an LED status indicator provides indication to the operator that the unit is powered up but may be in screensaver mode. These units support 10-point projective capacitive touch, and this allows the HMI SCADA or the application to be configured to recognise standard intuitive gestures and operations, the same sorts of thing you're used to on your mobile phone, such as pinching and zooming, swiping and other actions. The units themselves all have glass fronts with chemical and fluid resistance to IP66, and then the unique part of this is we take the standard screens and we plug a module onto the back to give an enhanced capability. So we can offer a simple industrial monitor using HDMI or DisplayPort. We can have a web HMI running a Chromium browser, or we can have a full-blown panel PC with that high-performance Ryzen CPU. Let's finish up with floor-to-cloud and edge and industrial Internet of Things. Emerson allows combining of multiple different applications, including SCADA as well as edge devices, to provide scalable solutions to help you adjust production to optimize efficiency, to support predictive diagnostics to anticipate failures and reduce downtime, to monitor and manage remote critical assets, and to track energy consumption to identify losses, optimize usage and reduce CO2 emissions. Our core underlying technology is PACedge. This is software combined with a rugged industrial PC. We use a comprehensive set of well-known standard tools for building applications, along with the use of our Movicon software to give us additional capabilities for data connectivity and visualization. The core is Linux, using Docker for cybersecurity. We have Node-RED for application development, along with the capability to use additional tools such as Python and machine learning. And we have a variety of databases to store data locally to avoid data loss, as well as advanced visualization using either Node-RED or Grafana. Interfaces to third-party systems are supported using OPCUA or MQTT, as well as many traditional protocols, including support for multiple competitor and third-party PLCs using Connext. Modern applications can combine the PLC and the edge device in a single device that we call the edge controller. This is a new approach to closed-loop control using both deterministic and non-deterministic control in a single device, reducing panel space, improving cybersecurity, and improving overall operations with very good return on investment. We have the CPL410, which includes PACSystems runtime for performing the standard PLC applications, as well as the PACedge software running in the Linux partition. The benefit of this solution is a bit like having your mobile phone. We have our standard operating mode, which would be to get up in the morning and go to the office. But with the addition of your mobile phone, your smartphone, you can look at what's going on in the world. You can see what's the weather going to be like to decide what to wear. You can decide what route to take into work. You can even see what time your first meeting is, so you can work out when you need to get to your work and if you've got time for a coffee on the way. The ability of PACedge provides similar capabilities to our control solutions. We can go out and look at data from the internet or external systems, and we can optimize control based on what's going on in the outside world. That could include bringing forward applications if perhaps, say, the energy price was going to rise later in the day, or we could optimize maybe water usage based on is it going to rain later, and multiple optimization capabilities are possible by using this interconnectiveness. That concludes my slides. Talk to one of our representatives if you need further information.